I ain't gonna lie. Y'all come on in here, tag somebody. Give some little time, get some people on here. Okay. As you come in, go ahead and drop a 1 or say hey so I know you're in here. I'm just playing around with this. This is my first time using SheEO. So I'm just trying to wait, get a couple more people in here. And Kelly is going to be joining us. I'm just going to do some music for a little bit. How y'all doing tonight? Somebody drop some in the chat so I can see how y'all doing. I can't see y'all. Uh-oh, that ain't gonna be right. Oh, I done messed up Master P. Hey, Tabitha. Okay, I can see somebody. I can see comments. Good. How y'all doing tonight? Good. Okay, I see some thumbs up. So, while we waiting on Kelly to come in here, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all some little opening information, or some motivation, should I say. So my motivation of tonight is be better, not bitter. Be better, not bitter. Y'all, like, for real. Everybody got stuff going on. Everybody got problems. Everybody throwing shade. There ain't nothing we can do about it. People gonna do what they want to do, and we gotta let them. Point blank period, y'all. This hair is getting on my nerves right now. Okay, there we go. Yeah, but people gonna do what they want to do, and we gotta let them. And we can't be bitter about it. It is what it is. Okay, we got Kelly here. I'm gonna go ahead and bring her in.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
I can, yes.
Okay, yes. This was easy. This is really smooth.
It is. I told you.
I like this. So I was just giving some motivation while we were waiting for you to come in. I was just saying, today's motivation is we're going to be better and not bitter. And I just want to give, just some little intro information before we get started. And so I just wanted to, give some people some time, understand that it's time for us to start healing and growing, y'all. We cannot be bitter about the small stuff anymore. Like what your baby daddy did, your baby mama, girlfriend, ex, whatever, friend. We can't be bitter about those things. We can't even be bitter about people not supporting us in business for real. All you can do is be better. And if you make up in your head that I'm going to be better and not bitter, you will see a whole new reality, just falling into your lap. It's going to look so different. And that's another reason why I'm so excited about Kelly joining us, because she has created a true safe space to be better and not bitter. We are really healing from some stuff. We are getting really good information. It's just a really good place, connecting and growing with some really powerful women. And again, remember, we are going to be better and not bitter. Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, y'all, come on in, tag somebody. So now that I done got that out the way, I'm gonna step out of the way and let my sister in love, y'all don't understand, like to be better for real. And I would say this before we take off, Kelly, because I just gotta let some people know because there's some truth in this, and I need some people to understand what it looks like to grow. And when you're forming a sisterhood that is nurturing or is growing you, it always feels good. Sometimes people, like your sister in love and your accountability partner or whoever, they're gonna give you some hard truth, and it's okay. But again, we're gonna be better and not bitter, and we understand that what they are giving us all out of love, and it's only so we can evolve and grow into the next level. So with that, I'm gonna step out of the way and let Kelly take it from here.
Okay. First of all, thank you. Excuse me. So much, Tia, for having me on your platform. So proud of you. For those who don't know me, my name is Kelly Bowens. I am from Springfield, Tennessee. So a lot of you already know who I am. But I've been in Atlanta since 2006. And I actually founded the SheEO District. We have been live now for a little over a month, and it has been such a blessing, not only to me but to the members and all the ladies who have, decided to connect with us. So, the $1 million question, nowadays is what is SheEO? And so SheEO is actually a super network of about 8 to 9 networks of women who have joined forces, joined their networks to create this super network to exchange resources, information, cross do business, across the aisle, cross business, and also to provide the women the opportunity to exponentially grow, their brands to people or ladies that they wouldn't otherwise know. So again, we have, this is a super network of 9 different networks, coming into one space and just joining resources and information to create a hub for women who are, entrepreneurs or business owners with employees or anyone aspiring to become an entrepreneur or business owner. And also for anyone who is just looking to, may not necessarily be interested in starting a business or becoming an entrepreneur, but just want to take their life to the next level. They know they have something, in them that's greater than their current scenario. And that little nudge, I call it the little fly, that pesky fly that just won't go away because they know that they have something greater, in them that they haven't yet extracted, for, lack of resources, lack of information. But the main lack of is the lack of a network and a lack of people to connect with, right? That are like-minded, to pour into them and likewise, a lot of reciprocity going on there, but to help take yourself, to the next level and live your life at its maximum capacity. A lot of us are living, below our birthright, especially if you are a believer and a believer in God, we're living below our means, whether that be a result of fear, whether that be a result of, past hurts and pains that you're not able to get past, to be free and be who you are, or whether that be, out of fear of people. A lot of times when we did something different, and especially depending on the mindset of the people that you're with, you're looked at, side eye, right? And probably going to be the talk of some conversations, right? But those things, we call that our E2 journey. Sorry, I'm just putting my blanket over my legs. But we call that that E2 journey. It is literally that separation stage, to where you recognize that you're greater and you're bigger and you're built for more than what you're currently doing, right? And so it's that separation stage that is very uncomfortable, right? That's probably the most difficult stage of your elevation, is identifying and then extracting yourself from various scenarios that have held you down or prevented you from taking your life to the next level. So we call that our E2 journey, because the who does she think she is? She thinks she's better than us now. She doesn't come around, because it has to get to a point where that mediocrity and things that you are doing that are not adding to your life, they're hindering you from going to the next level. Those things now should you should even enjoy. I'm not nothing against going to the club. You should even enjoy going to the club, anymore. If you need to be putting that money towards a business. You shouldn't enjoy just sitting around gossiping anymore. That's not adding to your life, right? That's taken away, because now you're using up valuable time that you'll never get back. So those types of things is what I'm talking about, as far as like adding to your life and not taking away. So it will become a time where you become a discomfort. You're not comfortable anymore. It's uneasy, because you know that you're not putting your best foot forward and putting yourself in circles and in position, getting information, to take your life to the next level. And that's where, you're able to plug into SheEO. So we support our women via 4 layers, and that's health, business, wealth, and social. And so we have platforms, various lives, information, depending on each week. So we take a layer per week. So this week we're on our social week. Next week we'll be back on our health week. So we are providing resources and information from various experts. We have consultants who support our organization based off of the level of expertise. And so you're able to gain information, connect to, plug into, resources, whatever it is that you need for your life to be successful, not just from a business perspective, but definitely from a personal perspective as well. And so we really take a real focus on our personal development and our mental health, right? Because it is no need for you to even try to go out into a marketplace and your mind ain't right. You got a bad attitude, right? You don't have good character. You work with low. Your integrity is low. So we kind of dive down and peel back those layers. Even if that layer in those layers end us up and land us back at your childhood. Those are things that we need to address. Like, we really promote mental health, seeing a therapist or a psychiatrist to take care of, so you can address, those situations, that those past traumas and hurts that keep you stagnant, because you will never grow past those hurts and traumas and those pains. So we want to talk about them, address it, right? So that we know what to do so we get free from it. So when we do go into the marketplace, we are giving our customers and our clients like the best versions of ourselves. We know of ourselves, and we know how to handle scenarios when dealing with different personalities, right? Because if you're selling a product or service, you're going to have to encounter like people, right? So we want to make sure, again, that we're dealing with the woman holistically, and not just from a business perspective, but from a personal perspective as well. So that's really basically it in a nutshell. With SheEO, we've had some success and some success stories. Even within these 30 days, we have literally changed some lives, and I've literally seen it like right before my eyes, and it's just a beautiful thing to watch, and knowing that being humble that God used me to birth this vision, but He had all the people ready to support me. And that's, to be honest and transparent, I tell to you in the group this all the time. Like, He gave me this group back in December, and I was reluctant to. I just wasn't obedient, because I didn't have. You give me this big vision, and I'm limited in the resources and the people that I'm connected to. How is this going to happen? Like, how are we going to pull this off? Right? Thinking in my own strength, not thinking, knowing that if God gave it to me, like He has everything that I need to be successful. I'm thinking about what Kelly has, not what God has, right? So I just had to get out of my own way, stop making excuses, and just move forward. And once my heart, said yes to this vision, not even just my mouth, once my heart because we have got a lot of lip service sometimes, right? We never take action. So if your heart, says yes, and your heart moves forward with something, then you're gonna put action behind it. So my heart said yes, and I started to take action towards the vision, and God literally just unleashed all the people, that I needed to be successful with this. And not just the success, for me, but the success of the members. And, every woman that's come into this, that has come into SheEO, like has a story and a reason why, she's joining SheEO. And, just a lot of women just, I'm not, the main reason that we get people joining SheEO is I'm not around the right people. I'm never gonna grow past the circle that I'm in because I'm the big fish in the pond, right? And so I need to connect to, something bigger, than myself. And so right now, a lot of ladies just don't have that network. They know they have that something in them. They know they need to take their life to the next level, but that main thing that's holding them back is their current circle of friends who are not there yet. Not judging them, right? Everybody's not there in their journey, right? But you're gonna have to connect, with something greater than yourself, right? Because if you could have figured it out, you'd have had it figured out already, right? So you just got to put that pride aside, put that fear aside, and connect with something that's greater, than you. And we've just been blessed to create, this space, like Tia, this safe space that houses everything that you need to be successful. And it's all right there for you. So that's SheEO.
Like, and it's super simple, right, y'all? I'm so glad that you're on here and able to get this information because it's truly just that simple of just taking the actions. Like you just said, it's we can say all this stuff all day long, but until we start taking those actions, that's whenever we'll start seeing those true changes. And like the main thing, and like you said, so many people are getting so many life-changing stories since you have launched the SheEO district,
Yes.
myself
Yes.
included, right? But like it's you never know how small the world is until you start connecting with other people.
Yes.
1 second. Ziri, step out, please. She over talking to herself, yeah.
That's
but like but no, for real, like you really never know how small the world is until you really start connecting with people. And since we have been, like, since she has launched the SheEO district, we connect with one person, and all of a sudden you connect with them and you move on to somewhere else, and you're like, oh wait, I know her because of this, and that opens up a door for you to find more safe spaces. So I know a lot of people are like, oh, I want to get out and start mixing and mingling. How can I move around? It's like this: it's connecting with people, putting yourself in the right place at the right time.
Yes.
It's not that simple. Like, if anyone has any questions, we'll open it up for a little bit for a few questions, not too many. We don't want to go stay here too long. I guess we'll give it 5 more minutes or what 3.
I'm here for you, Tia.
Well, yeah, we'll give you all a few more minutes. If you have any questions, you can drop them in the chat, and we'll see them as they come up. But just as far as the SheEO district and the sisterhood. Oh, not right now, baby. We had a whole long talk, but this is the stuff that happens, right? And we just learn to have grace, and we learn to just be okay with saying, you know what, it's gonna happen. Okay, we have a question. It says, do you all have a meet and greet? So, Kelly, do you want to answer that?
What's the question?
It says, do we have a meet and greet?
Yes, so we do have a meet and greet for the members coming up, here pretty soon. But if you go to the website, all the information is on the website. We, of course, with COVID, we're limited to what we can do as far as like physical event. So if you're interested, like all the information is there on the website. You click the join now button, complete the intake form, and refer. For example, you heard about the SheEO district from Tia, and so that information will funnel to Tia, and she will have she'll give you a call and answer any questions and tell you about next steps on joining. But right now we don't have like a meet and greet for potential members. Everything is basically done online.
Yeah, that's good stuff. And like as far as meet and greet, you'll see a lot of this virtual stuff going on. But honestly, like I'm not over this. I'm not over this virtual stuff. I really love it. Honestly, at this point, I'm like just a huge
Right.
fan. And so our meet and greets are like this because I can literally see her and we can connect and we can chat and talk. But our meet and greets is showing up. Like
Yeah.
everyone's showing up for themselves and we all support each other. So it's not really like a specific time because it's like we're always kind of intermingling
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
But other than networking with other like-minded women, what else is there what else is there?
So, good question. So again, we have things going on. We have content flowing all during the day as far as information. So we have two midday lives, depending on. Also, let me back up. So we take each layer, health, business, wealth, and social. So we do one layer a week. So right now we are in our social week. Next week we'll be back into our health week, which is our health layer is two part. One is mental health, and the other is physical health. Right? Mental health is we stress mental health. It's a hot topic, and it will always be a hot topic, with SheEO, because that's such a taboo subject. We don't talk about mental health, but it's kind of has been the demise, of our community, not addressing, mental health issues. So we have multiple midday lives during the day, from our experts and senior leaders talking about, depending on what week we're in, right? So this week we're talking about social week. So we're talking about all the fun things like travel. We'll have someone talking about, wine on tomorrow. So all those social things, because we want to enjoy the fruits of our labor, right? We don't just want to work and never get to enjoy life. So that's why that social piece is just as important, right, as that business piece, right? Because you don't just want to work yourself crazy and never get a chance to enjoy life. So to answer your question, we have, multiple lives per day from our experts and our consultants who support our group. And also we have typically we'll have a SheEO live Tuesday through Friday at 8:30 p.m. where one of our senior leaders hosts an expert outside of the group, specific to a main topic based off of the week that we're in. So the benefit from that is you're able to plug into, again, this is a hub for you to plug into for resources, information, and whatever you need is somebody there in the group that can provide that service for you. Like literally from just from a holistic perspective, personal and business, right? So you don't have to go searching around, to try to find this, that, and the third. And some people don't even know what they need, as far as starting a business. So we have a consultant there that helps with business one-on-one. We have someone there to help with your credit. We have someone there to help with business credit. We have someone helping with, that's an expert on marketing, website, graphic design. Like we have everything that you need, inside this group. It's again, it's up to you, to take advantage and start to connect and network, with these ladies that are inside the group.
And I just want to cap off there a little bit because this one thing that you in particular, I know that we're really strict on, and that is that for one, this is a sisterhood, right? There's no competition in this sisterhood. We all work together to
Mm-hmm.
be able to support everyone's business as far as how it's getting promoted. And if they need like some tweaking on what they're doing, that's why I said what I said in the beginning is that sometimes it doesn't always feel good because if we're not operating in our business correctly, someone in your sisterhood, and that's what a sister should do for you, is gonna say, "Hey sis, that ain't. How about trying this?"
Yes.
And that's the jewel, right? That's the gem that you're not gonna get for free
Yeah.
anyway. Like,
Yeah.
and it's the small stuff that we're looking at. Okay, our own personal network to help one another. Okay,
Yes.
and yeah, definitely. Like she said, it's a super hub, right? It just it's a place where if you got a business, for instance, and you're trying to connect with other people and you don't know how to connect with people, that's your foot in the door. Because somebody already got their foot in the door. And what we do as a sisterhood, we leave our foot in the door so the next sister can come in.
Right.
And so, okay, and it says how many members?
Okay. We really aren't focused on the numbers. We're focused on the information, right? So if it's a good fit for you, the numbers really doesn't matter. Like get in and get what's good for you, right? But right now, just to answer your question, we're at about 72 members. 72 members right now, and we've been launched for about a month and a few days now. So, but we don't focus on the numbers. We don't want it. This is not for everybody, right? So we're not looking for massive numbers. We want quality people, in our group. So we're that number 10. When you want quality, that number tends to stay on the low side, right? Because this is not for everybody. So we focus on quality, not quality of the information, right? Quality of the network, not the numbers.
That right there, that is the quality. And that's the unbeatable stuff, right? It's so unbeatable. Like I said, it's the quality. It ain't always what you know. Sometimes it's who you know.
It's always
But
who
there's
you
one thing that that me and Kelly have figured out, and since we have been connected, is you got to pay to play.
gotta play
You
play.
ain't sitting down at nobody's table
Mm-mm.
thinking you finna play and you ain't
No,
ready to pay.
you're not ready. Yeah, gotta pay the cost to be the boss, baby.
So hey, not sometimes, but all the time.
All the time.
Listen,
And here's the
but
deal: if you are not ready, if you want to start a business or you're in business and you're not willing to invest time and your resources into your business, you don't really want a business. That's not a business. We got to get out of, and I talk about this all the time, and don't get me started, but we got to get out of this free mentality. You know what I mean? Wanting something for nothing, want all the information, and you ain't got nothing to give back to nobody. We got to get out of that something for nothing mentality. And I tell you right now, if you have that mentality, this group is not for you. We literally have a millionaire, right, who is our godmother of this of this group that helps us with our personal development as well as our business. And how dare we, ask a millionaire for their time and not be able to compensate them for their time. Now, I'm probably getting into a little much as far as that's concerned, but I'm just saying that to say, if you want quality, I don't know who you have or who you're connected with, but most of us are not connected to millionaires, right? We don't have anyone that is successful and that is the picture of where we want to be. A lot of us don't have that, right? So even in this group, and I wasn't gonna put it out there, but we have a millionaire governing this group that is pouring into us individually and giving us what we need to be successful. She is a self-made millionaire, right? And we need to be taking advice from her and not our friends and not Pookie and them, right? Who've been doing the same thing and living the same lifestyle that they've been living for 20, 30 years. So again, if we knew what to do or knew how to do it and had the right information, we'd have had it done already, right? And not to condemn anybody, because I'm in the group and I'm learning too. I'm not where I want to be, right? But don't don't start to don't keep the main thing the main thing. I guess that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Focus on the quality, focus on the information, assess where you are in your life and see if this is something that you need. So, you know what
because
I
I
mean? So,
mean, like
but
you said, it's that
it's not
business,
for, it's not
yeah,
for everybody.
well, social. The CEO is building a whole woman.
Mm-hmm.
And if you cannot be in a space to understand that what you are putting out is what you're going to receive, and if you're not receiving what you think you are putting out, you need to be working on some stuff. And that's the stuff of building yourself as a whole person so you can enjoy it. And that's where that social stuff come in, because when we enjoy, we really want to enjoy, because
Yes.
we done healed from all that little nitpicking,
Yes.
that bitterness, and that all that stuff. And we getting our money, we get into the bag, all of that stuff. Like, guess what? We out here working, getting that body right.
Yes.
Because anybody got time? We trying to
Right.
live longer. We trying to create
Exactly.
generational. We all got kids. We got stuff to do. Like,
Yes.
if we ain't learned nothing else in 2020, tomorrow is never promised. And if
It's
I
not.
keep putting everything off until tomorrow, until I'm gonna start on Monday, I'm gonna be 63, putting it off until Monday. I'm
Right.
gonna retire when I turn 65.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they gonna
Who's
pay
doing
me.
that? What?
We gotta
We
get
were
out of
talking
those
about that
like thoughts.
earlier today. Like nobody's buying that 40-40 plan, 40-40-40 plan anymore. I'm not doing that. And shot not condemning anybody who's doing it. Do you, right? It's just not for me. I'm not gonna work for somebody for 40 years and get live off of 40% of what I couldn't live off of before. End up, you know, at at the door at Walmart, greet people. I'm not gonna do it. Right. And especially now, shame on us now if we are in an information age and we so closed-minded, we so fearful to take a leap of faith, so fearful of what people are going to say, that we keep ourselves in financial bondage. In this information age with the internet, it is a million ways to make money, a million ways to make money. Focus on your time freedom. Don't focus on money. When you can focus on it, well, I put this post up the other week. You start talking about time freedom, you talk about you speaking my language. You speaking my language. I
Oh,
want
sorry.
my time freedom. I want to do things on my time. I don't want to punch a clock. I don't want to get up when somebody tells me to get up. I want to get up when I'm done sleeping, right? And because I personally developed my mind, I'm not gonna sleep all day. I got stuff to do, right? I got great grandchildren to impact. I'm gonna have my picture over somebody's mantle. Some of my
Look,
grandchildren. I want legacy money. I don't even want to be rich. I want generational wealth. Generational wealth. I don't want to be rich anymore. Rich, I'm, past that. And not diminishing that, but my mind is past that. I'm working on something. And it ain't for
because
shoes bags either.
like it's not about the money like that for real. It's about the freedom
It's the
and
freedom.
what it is that you said you really wanted to do, and setting yourself up to do that. And where when your kids old enough, they gonna fall right in line.
Yeah,
No, we've been playing catch up for a long time. Ain't nobody got time for that
yeah.
no more. We not playing catch up because now we know the game.
Yeah,
Once you know the
exactly.
rules,
We don't have an excuse. Exactly. It's our if we're broke, if we continue to be broke, that's our fault. We can't blame anybody, the system, the president. We can't blame anybody but ourselves if we remain broke and in the situations that we're in. Seriously, at some point we got to take ownership. We are in a whole information age. You have information at your fingertips on your cell phone every day to make money. So it's no excuse. If you're poor and broke, that's your choice. You're choosing to do that. Because guess what? You're gonna spend your money and invest your money in things that you value.
mm, mm.
Whether that be, some Jordans or handbags or whatever you want to do, you spend money on what you value. I got purses upstairs, Louis Vuitton purses, literally thrown in my closet, and I look at them in disgust. I'm like, this is like $3,000. I could use that 3,000 right now, right? But that's when my mindset wasn't. I was focused on the wrong thing. Focus on the flash. It got me nowhere. And press
Mm.
no. For what?
Y'all move your
What?
toes. I know some toes. You stepping on toes. Move your toes. Because listen, but look, shoulder shrugs. For
I mean,
real.
we just gotta do, and not condemning anybody. Like I was that person. Like for real, for real. will take money and go buy an expensive handbag and can't pay my light bill the next, the next week or whatever. All for the flash. All for the flash. And it got me nowhere. Just and the reason was mine not. It's all a mindset. It's all everything starts with your mind, your thoughts, your words, your actions, every behaviors. Everything starts with the mindset. So focus on this first and foremost. Start to read you some books. Figure out why you act the way you act. Go see a therapist. Clear that stuff up. Address it so you can move on and get past it and be free. So you stop having an attitude every day, waking up mad. Why? Who does that? Stop.
Like for real.
Yes.
I don't know if they can see what's going on, but like we just gotta grow, y'all. I'm telling you. I don't know if y'all see my post or whatever, but it's for real. Glow up before you blow up, for real. Because if you feel like everything just is just not right, this is what here goes the steps for you right here. Your life is going crazy. So I want you to just take a step back because when you're too close to the picture, you don't really see the overall picture. Take a step back, figure out where your priorities are at. What do you value? What do you not value? What are you gonna spend your money on? What do you value and where you're trying to go? Or what you're already doing and what your friends and them are saying. That choice is yours. There's two things that's guaranteed in life, and that is death and choice. Those are things that are guaranteed. You always have a choice to make, and death is always going to come.
Yeah.
And death ain't always a bad thing. The trees die off every winter, and they blossom back better than ever the next spring.
Yes.
Knowing your season, getting in on the time, and moving forward. Blow up before you blow up, y'all. Jemima.
And here's the thing, real quick, that you just touched on, Tia. If you're not positioning yourself right now during this COVID season, right now is a shift. It is a shift in wealth. It happens. This is not the first pandemic, but this is not the first time this is happening. Typically, when that shift of wealth happens, it's always something majorly bad. It's like something catastrophic, right? But if you're not positioning yourself, God is literally, pulling us back like a slingshot. And when he lets it go, only the ones who are in position are gonna be thrust. You know how a slingshot, somebody just may get thrusted, but then they just going a little bit over the stick and falling to the ground. Don't let that be you. Find something to do. Tap into your purpose. Tap into your gifts and talents and get some information on how to monetize that, how to serve, right? Put yourself in position that when the lid comes off, you are ready. Don't just sit back idly by in a corner. Yes, COVID is happening. Yes, people are dying, but you're not dead, right? You made it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you as of today, you made it. Right. But don't let that just go over your head like that. Don't just let life happen to you. We tend to play life in defense our whole life. Think of a football game. Just think if a team just played defense the whole game and never even win. You playing defense, you can't even win the game. You just out there playing defense. Given what life gives you, I don't play life. I control my life. I don't control every aspect, but I don't just play defense. Sit back and let something happen, and I gotta react to that. No, I'm proactive, with my life, and then I attract when you're proactive, you're gonna attract more positive things happening to your life than defense. Because if you live your life in defense, you're gonna attract offense. Because you're just in that mindset. I'm just gonna sit back and let life happen, and then I'm gonna react or however that is, whatever you do, when life happens. And most of the time, that's from a financial standpoint that we're playing defense. So just get in the game, do something, just do something. And I love, especially in our hometown, a lot of entrepreneurs that have sprung up, in this season, and I love it. I love it. And that's something that we didn't grow up being taught is to be an entrepreneur. I was taught,
Yeah.
work in the factory, and when I had kids, I was told I couldn't even go to school. My mom told me that. I love her, but she told me I couldn't even go to college because I had kids. I believed her. And that's my mom. But she couldn't teach me what she wasn't taught, right? So next thing you know, I'm in the factory. That's just how it goes, right? But that wasn't me. I was never comfortable there. I was just built for more. Not that I'm better, right? I just everybody is built for more. We're not built to go into the factory to work. That's not God's plan for us. It's just not. I'm sorry. But again,
Um,
it all goes down to that choice that Tia's talking about there. So
Definitely. So I don't see any more questions coming through here, but I'm so thankful for you all to jump on here and join us. I hope if you take nothing else from this, you took a couple of gems because there were a lot that got dropped here tonight. And again, it's all about making a choice. Where are you going? What do you want to see yourself doing? If you want to stay where you are, if you're good with where you're at, by all means, do your thing. We support you. You
yes,
feel like you want to do better in your life, by all means, the doors of the church are open. Like we are moving to freedom. But again, you got to come with your mind right because sometimes everything is not for everybody. And we
yes,
understand that. And there's levels to this, for real. There really are levels to this. And there are certain places that you can go to get that assistant to build you up to those levels.
yes.
So if you're not where you want to be,
You put the website in the chat,
I
Tia.
did. I'm going to
Okay,
drop it again because I didn't pin it. And so if you have not checked out the website, I am dropping it in the chat right now. So you can go in and look around in there and get more information, right? And remember, when you go in there, if you're like, oh, I'm all game for this is what I want to do, there's an application process. And when it asks who was your referral, you'll drop Tia Gray was your referral. And once you do that, I'll more than likely get in contact with you and we'll be able to progress and move forward from there. But the first thing is ask yourself, am I ready to be connected or am I ready to start growing and connecting and healing from some of the stuff that's been holding me back right now? Right. That's all I got for you. Like I don't really have much more. Like I said, the link is in the chat. If you didn't catch the live, by all means, it'll be in the. You can come back and catch the replay. If you missed some information, come back and rewatch the replay to catch up on some information. And make sure you hashtag replay if you come back and watch the replay. And we can talk about it if you have more questions. If you didn't ask them now, Kelly, you got anything else?
that's it. I appreciate everyone tuning in, and just like Tia said, just do that self assessment and make your determination from there. So I would definitely encourage you to check out the website and see if this would be a good fit for you.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I don't think I have anything else for you all. Thank you all for joining me. And you can have some time to sleep on it, think about it, go read, do your research, and we will love to hear from you. But other than that, y'all have a great night. See you
Good
all.
night.